Welcome to Avona's vlog. Hey, I'm at the park. Some people are playing football over there, as everyone but Americans call it. It's soccer here. And there's also some people playing cricket, and they've just redoing this park. So I wanted to talk about tabletop gaming. I talked about computer gaming last week, so this week, tabletop gaming. As a kid, I played Monopoly and poker with my family, Risk, other kind of normal, Clue, or Cluedo, as it's called in some places. Yeah, we had a bunch of board games that we played, and they were okay, but I wasn't really into them. But what I really liked was Dungeons and Dragons. Might have been... Oh, I should note that when I was, I don't know, 7 or something, I made a game that was much like Monopoly, but it was like boxing, you know, jab, 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 things like that. But you went around the board like Monopoly, landed on places, got things like a jab or a punch or whatever, at which point you rolled a dice, I think, and dealt damage to your opponent. Things like that. And you could choose different characters and stuff like that. So that was my first game. That might have been before Dungeons and Dragons, might have been after. I think it was before. I don't know. But I tried to play Dungeons and Dragons when I was a kid, but I didn't go to the comic store, you know, game store, and I didn't know anyone that played, and so I tried to get my friends to play, and they half-heartedly tried, and so it kind of sucked. I didn't really get a Dungeons and Dragons experience. We made some characters, we played in little dungeons that I made, but we didn't really get into it, and they weren't really role players. So that might be the first one. And then in middle school, I played Magic the Gathering, of course, and for what, 2 or 3 years or something. And what do I recall? I recall Force of Nature, Shivan Dragon, Sarah Angel. I made a green and blue deck because I liked big creatures, and I liked counters. I like spell casting, counter spells and stuff like that. Prodigal Sorcerer. That's what I was trying to remember. I like that guy. Boom. And big creatures. I mean, that was fun. I think it was, yeah. And then another, when I got out of middle school, I had the idea that, well, it's cool in middle school, but in high school, no one's going to be playing this old game, Magic the Gathering. For some reason, I got that in my head, and so I just like stole all my cards, and I saw an advertisement for Star Wars CCG, and I was like, ooh, this looks cool. I remember the advertisement. I can see it right now. Vader approaches, rebels outnumbered, hit the deck, it said. And it had little guys of laser beams shooting out of the cards, and Vader in the center. And so I got into that along with my best friend and my brother, I think. Yeah. And well, he didn't play. I don't recall playing him. Maybe he didn't play Star Wars cards. Maybe he just continued playing Magic, I guess. And so I played Star Wars cards for like 4 years until I got out of high school, and no one played anymore. I mean, I didn't know anyone that played when I got out of high school. And so that's my card background. And then I didn't get it. I kind of, oh wait, I should go back. You know, off of these games, Magic and Star Wars cards and Dungeons and Dragons, I learned some things, and I started making card games, like based on poker cards. Where like certain card combinations, like a flush straight, might mean like a 5-card flush straight, and my game countermeasures would be Magic Boost, which is a really strong spell, and a flush every other, right? Instead of, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Is that 4 or 5? Queen would be a Revive, which is also very strong. Then there are shorter ones. The shorter, the less strong they are. Stuff like that. So I built some card games like that. I built that one. I built Spellcaster, and all based on poker cards because I didn't have any graphical skills, and it just never occurred to me. And so like the game I showed you before was me just trying to see, well, can I actually do this? Make a game graphically look good and everything. And I did. So that was cool. But as a kid, I just didn't even try. Didn't even know. And the technology wasn't as good either. If you look at the original Magic the Gathering cards, pre-production, it was all kind of them cutting out newspaper bits and putting them in, you know, taking pictures out of newspapers and, oh, this is this, and taking photos of their friends and stuff, and kind of all laying it out together. So I guess I would have had to have done something like that as a kid if I wanted to make a really good card game. But I just didn't. So I used poker cards. I made a lot of little card games like that. Cards of dice rolling. I had some ideas for video games, making video games. So, I think tabletop games really lend themselves to being able to make your own game more than a video game does, because there's so much more effort. So, as an adult, only like a little while, well, yeah, as an adult, I also played chess as a kid. I forgot. My dad taught me chess. My dad's good at chess. Taught me chess. Kicked my butt a bunch of times in chess. Chess makes my brain hurt. I'm not particularly good at it. I'm okay. I get it. You know, I get a lot of the basic stuff. I know some openings and things like that. I had Chessmaster 3000, so I played, and I rate about 1,000 on the ranking system that they had in Chessmaster 3000, which is supposed to be based on real rankings. So that's not that high, 1,000. And but I wasn't really into it. And then what was it? I ran into, I think a friend talked about who played Go, and talked about Hikaru no Go, the anime and manga based on Go. And so I got into that. I watched all of those episodes, and I eventually read the manga later on. And I like Go a lot more. It's a lot more intuitive and not so analytical. There's analytical parts, but you don't have to do that and as much. And I'm not as good at analyzing lines of attack and whatnot. So I liked that a lot. But it's just hard to find people. There used to be a Go group near where I live, but I didn't really connect with them. And I just don't have, I have one friend who plays. 2, I guess, but I just met this new person, but I don't know. Instead I just play Hearthstone. Right, which is a computer game, but it's like Magic. So lately, in the last year, I realized that there's been a renaissance in gaming, tabletop gaming, and so I bought some games so I could get up to date. I bought Carcassonne, Power Grid, Ticket to Ride, and what's the last one? Agricola. I got them partly to play with my mom, just to have some fun, and to just see some new game mechanics and things like that for my game design stuff, which I'm not doing at the moment. I'm just making videos, my new thing. But I think I'll get back to making some more of my card game, the same one you saw before. There's some changes I want to make and stuff. Over the summer. Should be a good time. I'm almost off school. I have 2 more finals left. I go to San Jose State University, studying liberal arts. Okay, so I played some other games. Ascension. I played Ascension, deck building game. I've played Yomi, which I like, which my game is partly based on. And I played, what's the other one? Puzzle Strike? Puzzle Fighter? And it's a chip building deck instead of card building. It's pretty cool. I played both of those online because they were free and they're expensive to buy. So I think that's about it. I keep remembering games that I've played that I forgot. I've played lots of games. Not as much as, someone who's really into it and has a community around them. But I played stuff here and there over my life. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you. Subscribe to get more videos. Comment below to tell me what you'd like to see. And check out Patreon if you'd like to support me. Bye!